What's up, Tech Vibe fam? Imagine the king of flagship mirrorless cameras returning stronger, faster, and ready to shake the entire camera world. Today we're diving deep into every credible piece of information about the upcoming Nikon Z9 II, what upgrades it might bring, how powerful it could be, the expected price, the rumored release timeline, and whether it's actually worth waiting for. And before we jump in, make sure you're subscribed to Tech Vibe, because if you love camera tech, you're definitely in the right place. The original Nikon Z9 was a massive success and set a new standard for flagship mirrorless cameras. Its 45.7 megapixel stacked sensor, high-speed shooting, and powerful video performance made it a camera that professionals relied on for everything from wildlife to sports to filmmaking. Naturally, the world is now waiting for the Z9 II, the follow-up that could take things to the next level. But the biggest question people want answered is this: is the Nikon Z9 II actually coming soon? Here's the real situation. Nikon has not officially announced the Z9 II yet. There is no confirmed launch date, no official spec sheet, and no press announcement. The only information available right now comes from industry insiders, analysts, and leak trackers. And according to the most credible of those sources, the Nikon Z9 II is unlikely to be released in 2025. Some insiders suggest Nikon may be preparing for a late 2025 announcement, but many others believe the camera is more likely to arrive sometime in 2026. So while the Z9 II is expected eventually, it's important to understand that nothing is officially confirmed. Now let's talk about what we can realistically expect based on trends, Nikon's development cycle, and the kinds of upgrades competitors are rolling out. One of the biggest rumors about the Nikon Z9 II revolves around the sensor. Many believe the camera will continue to offer around 45 megapixels, similar to the original Z9, but with a new generation stacked sensor for faster readout speeds, improved low-light performance, and better dynamic range. It's not expected to jump to extremely high megapixels because Nikon already has high-resolution bodies like the Z7 series and will likely keep the Z9 II focused on speed and versatility for professionals. Performance, however, is where the Z9 II could really shine. Industry insiders speculate that Nikon is working on a new processor that could significantly increase burst shooting speeds. There is talk of the camera potentially being able to shoot 40 frames per second in RAW, or even higher in JPEG. Faster processing could also help with rolling shutter reduction, better subject detection, and improved overall responsiveness. Speaking of subject detection, autofocus is expected to be another major upgrade. The original Z9 already has incredible autofocus with advanced subject tracking, but companies like Sony and Canon are pushing AI-driven autofocus even further. So it's very likely Nikon will bring next-level AI enhancements to the Z9 II, possibly improving human detection, animal tracking, sports tracking, and vehicle recognition. Video is another area where Nikon could make noticeable improvements. The Z9 was already capable of 8K recording, which stunned many creators. The Z9 II could deliver more stable 8K performance, higher frame rates in 4K, and better heat management. There may also be new codecs, more advanced color profiles, and improved internal recording options. All of this depends on Nikon's engineering strategy, but if they want to stay competitive, video will definitely be a major focus. Now let's talk about price. The original Z9 launched at around $5,500 in the US, which was considered extremely competitive for a flagship camera. With inflation, rising component costs, and increasing pressure to push innovation, many analysts believe the Z9 II could launch somewhere between $5,800 and $6,200. Nothing is confirmed, but it's reasonable to expect a slight increase over the original model. One important detail here: Nikon may try to keep the price competitive to maintain its leading position against Sony and Canon. As for the release date, here's the clearest summary. There is no confirmed release window, and most reliable insider whispers suggest the Z9 II will probably not appear in 2025. Some say Nikon might announce it late in 2025 if development is ahead of schedule, but many expect it to arrive in early or mid-2026. This means photographers who were planning to upgrade soon might need to decide whether to wait or go for the current Z9, which is still a powerhouse. Now, why does all this matter? Because if you're a professional photographer or filmmaker, your gear decisions affect your workflow, your results, and your income. If the Z9 II is still far away, the current Z9 remains one of the most capable flagship cameras in the world. So waiting might not make sense unless you absolutely want the next generation version. But if Nikon brings meaningful upgrades, especially in processing speed, autofocus intelligence, video performance, and overall responsiveness, the Z9 II could easily become one of the best flagship cameras ever made. The key is that you should not delay your purchase decisions based solely on rumors. Nikon will eventually release this camera, but as of now, the timeline is still very uncertain. So here's the bottom line. The Nikon Z9 II is coming, eventually. It's widely expected to feature a next-generation stacked sensor around 45 megapixels, faster shooting speeds, improved AI autofocus, and more powerful video capabilities. The expected price is likely above the original Z9, and the release date is rumored to be late 2025 or sometime in 2026. But remember, none of this is officially confirmed yet. And that's why you should stay tuned to Tech Vibe. As soon as Nikon confirms anything, and I mean anything, you'll hear it here first. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more breakdowns like this, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and drop a comment telling us what feature you want most in the Nikon Z9 II. Thanks for watching Tech Vibe, and I'll see you in the next one.